Welcome to the show, Mr. Sanjay.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, Major Sunil.
So let's start with understanding your company. What's your company into?
My company name is Ignitarium. We do engineering design services in semiconductor, embedded software, multimedia, and AIML software. Additionally, we develop solutions and products based on AIML, addressing the industrial and infrastructure use cases, typically anomaly detection and things like that.
And is it easy to find talent to work with your company, in your company?
We've been around for 8 years now, Sunil, and for the kind of growth that we have gone through, we have not had a huge challenge in terms of finding the right talent. Having said that, we are about 250 engineers now. So it's been a fairly gradual growth. Going forward, yes, especially in AIML space, we will find a certain amount of challenges since the market is still it's still developing.
When you talk about emerging technologies, companies like yours, how do you bridge that gap? Do you get freshers and then skill them as per your requirement, or what do you do?
So we see this in, I would say, three kind of buckets, right? Like, see, right at the leadership level, we need to really handpick people, which we have done, which we have carefully done. The approach that we follow is where and when right people occur, or right people, we meet right people, we go ahead and talk about the organization. If we try to figure if our shared vision has a reasonable amount of overlap, and try to acquire them into the organization. At mid-level, it is typically addressed through lateral recruitment by our team. We do face challenges in the emerging talent areas in finding good talent here. But then what we do have are good and structured programs where we can find good engineers, good programmers, for instance, in a certain space, and get them trained into our area. And right at the entry level, what we do is we work with about 12 campuses, and we have internship programs going. We do this typically for 6 to 8 months while the engineers are in their second year of their masters. Through this, we get a good opportunity to interact with the engineers, give them a reasonable amount of time and space to develop on their basic skills and things like that, align to the industry, and more importantly, align to Ignitarium. At the end of the 6 to 8 months, typically what we have seen in this internship program, we have been running for last 6 years, and we typically have about a 90% conversion ratio on this program. Additional to that, we also engage with a few finishing school kind of entities to get fresh talent, typically graduates with a bit of training.
Make in India, there has been a huge push towards Make in India, and the Quad also has, in some ways, changed the dynamics, globally. There are companies looking to come to India. There's also push towards building a lot of products, especially the electronics within India. So
Right.
for a company like yours, which is into designing, how does it look, the market future, the future?
Say about 40% of our business or the revenues are India-based. So to that extent, India is a big market for us. A lot of that, though, is on the engineering design space. Having said that, on the product development, we do work with a few companies who are developing products, or who are established product players in India, and help them in their engineering piece. In recent times, we have enhanced or emphasized our focus into looking at India as a market. We are quite bullish about prospects, so we are investing in terms of working more intently in India.
So from MSME segment or SME segment, where is your major chunk of your clientele come from?
About 35 to 40% is in India. Most of the remaining, or like the bulk of the business, comes from the US. We're quite seriously invested into US. My co-founder, my colleague Ramesh, he sits out of Austin and he runs the US engagement for us. And apart from that, we have a couple of other people who front end and bring in the business. Going forward, we see this expanding quite significantly. We're already in the phase of planning for the next year.
If you can explain in layman's term, what exactly engineering design involve?
Mostly design services, where we do consulting projects for our customers who are typically from semiconductor space or embedded product space, things like digital set-top box or mobile phone and things like that, right? Like, so in these products, apart from the semiconductor design, we are also involved in the low-level embedded software, and we also do a lot of multimedia, which is image processing, video processing, things like that. And on the AIML space, we are focused on extracting intelligence from image, audio, or video data.
For you being part of NASDAQ 2020, what does it mean?
It gives us a great platform and an opportunity to showcase the offerings that we have for the industry. Especially, it is an opportunity to kind of provide an update of our offerings to the market. So we look forward to our participation here.
And finally, MyTV, the channel for or a platform for startups and SMEs like yours. When you hear that, the way we are showcasing businesses, we are creating a platform where stories can be told of entrepreneurs. Hear that, what's your first reaction?
I should definitely congratulate you on the initiatives, Major Sunil. I think it is a great opportunity for interaction, a great opportunity for exchange of relevant and interesting content, and we look forward to kind of being part of your initiative where we have an opportunity. Congratulations and good luck on your initiative.
Thank you, Mr. Sanjay. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Pleasure meeting you, Major Sunil.